NCIS. Sydney continues to find its voice in Season 2, and Episode 7, titled Off Key, is a delightful example of how the Aussie iteration of the globally beloved franchise balances procedural grit with heart and humor. This week, the team dives into the enigmatic death of a young opera singer whose demise rattles the Sydney music scene. But the real breakout of this mystery? None other than Blue, the team's canine companion, who goes from loyal observer to unlikely hero. A high note turns sour. The episode opens in a shadowy concert hall, where the haunting strains of a soprano rehearsal are cut short by a scream. Moments later, the body of Layla Winslow, a rising star in the opera world, is discovered backstage with no obvious wounds but a look of terror frozen on her face. Her death, initially assumed to be natural, soon becomes suspicious when toxicology reveals traces of a rare neurotoxin used in ancient Aboriginal hunting practices. Special Agent Michelle Mackey and her team, Deshaun Jackson, Evie Cooper, and Jay Dempsey, are thrust into the glitzy, secretive world of competitive classical music. What seems like an open and shut case quickly evolves into a tangle of jealousy, cultural appropriation, and buried trauma. Enter Blue, scene stealer. What sets this episode apart is the expanded role of Blue, the sniffer dog with a nose for justice. After an initial sweep of the crime scene yields no results, Blue alerts the team to a hidden compartment beneath the stage. Inside, a ceremonial spear tipped with the same neurotoxin found in Layla's system. The discovery leads to a thrilling twist as the team uncovers that Layla had been researching indigenous music and may have unwittingly crossed a dangerous line. Blue's instincts don't stop there. When a second suspect goes missing, Layla's vocal coach, who had ties to a controversial museum exhibit. It's Blue who tracks the scent to an abandoned opera house where the suspect is found, barely alive. It's an emotional moment that showcases not only Blue's skills, but also the deep bond between the team and their four-legged colleague. Cultural layers and emotional depth. One of the most powerful aspects of this episode is how it addresses the respectful integration of Indigenous Australian culture into the broader narrative. Layla's interest in Aboriginal music wasn't just artistic curiosity, it was an attempt to reclaim a part of her own hidden ancestry. Her death becomes a tragic commentary on the erasure and exploitation of Indigenous identities. Evie, whose own heritage gives her a unique lens, becomes central to unpacking the cultural implications of the case. A moving scene between her and an elder from the Gadigal community adds emotional gravitas and serves as a reminder that justice isn't just about catching a killer, it's about restoring dignity. Performances that hit the right note. Mayvernie Hazel, Evie Cooper, shines this week, delivering a grounded performance that walks the fine line between professional duty and personal resonance. Todd Lasson's J.D. Dempsey provides much-needed levity, especially in scenes with Blue, showing off their bromance in full force. The vocal coach, played by guest star Yal Stone, delivers a haunting portrayal of guilt and desperation that keeps viewers guessing until the final act. Direction and atmosphere. Director Kriv Stenders crafts a moody, visually compelling episode. The use of light and shadow in the opera house scenes echoes the episode's themes of hidden truths and cultural echoes. The sound design deserves special mention. Snippets of operatic areas blend with ambient tones to create a soundscape that's as eerie as it is beautiful. A howling success, by the end of the episode, Blue has earned more than a few fans, with even the typically stoic Mackey giving him a rare head pat and a heartfelt, "good boy." The case is closed with the arrest of a museum curator who had tried to silence Layla to protect a secret about stolen artifacts, but the episode ends on a reflective note. The final scene shows Evie placing a small carved figure on Layla's grave, a symbol of cultural respect and remembrance. Final thoughts. Off Key is a standout in Season 2 of NCIS. Sydney, blending mystery with meaning and elevating a beloved side character to center stage. Blue's star turn is more than just a gimmick. It's a reminder that every member of the team, even the furry ones, has a role to play in the pursuit of justice. This episode hits all the right notes, from its layered storytelling to its emotional resonance. With each passing week, NCIS, Sydney proves it has both the chops and the charm to stand proudly alongside its predecessors. Rating: 9/10, a melodic mix of suspense, social commentary, and one very good dog.